Today, we are going to talk about color. That's right, how color connects you to your audience and defines your brand. We will look at two professional speakers, their websites, and how their favorite color is directly connected to them and to their audience. Then we're going to look at an article by Forbes.com showing the different colors and their significance. Some things for you to consider as you start this business venture of public speaking or whatever business venture you happen to be embarking on. So let's take a look. So first, we're going to look at Simon Sinek. Simon Sinek is a very simple guy. He usually wears grays or blacks or any one of those tones. And even when he wears different colors, like uh, that looks like a pinkish red or maybe a beige color, he tends to wear very muted colors because he wants to evoke a sense of trust. When we look at his website, it is a very simple website. The colors are muted. He is dressed in his usual gray. And if you notice, even the typing on his website, which we will talk about in another episode, how font directly affects your brand. Even the font is very simple, using old-fashioned typewriter font, indicating that he's a very simple, down-to-earth guy who's connected to the past, but definitely going forward into the future. So let's look at Amy Cuddy, who is one of my favorite speakers by far. So Amy Cuddy was the one that made the power pose extremely popular. And if you see in all these pictures, she is wearing blue. Blue is her favorite color. It matches the colors of her eye, the color of her eyes, and she shows it everywhere. Blue is it. And when you go to her website, let's see, hold on a second, right here. Hold on a second. Okay, so here it is. So here's Amy Cuddy's website. And what color do you see? Blue. Blue is the color that she uses, but notice the different shade. Here's a deeper blue, here's a lighter blue. And this, it's a color that she wears in her video she did with Ted, lighter blue, darker blue. So the color blue is reflected throughout her website. So when you are thinking about branding yourself, part of it is what colors do you wear? It's a big part of branding for yourself. So let's look now at an article in Forbes.com where they talk about the different colors and how they connect you not only to your audience, but also the feelings that they evoke and how culture plays a major role in that. So let's take a look. So let's start, I think they started with the color red. So let's look at the color red. So red is definitely a power color. You have to be a special person to wear the color red. You have to own it. Red is a color that you have to own. It creates passion and excitement and even danger. Be careful. It can be overwhelming if it's overused, right? So wear red, but be careful how you use it. I happen to love red. And there was a time that I went through a kind of red trend. And every now and then, when I feel down and out and I want to feel powerful, red is the color that I go toward. It gives me energy right away. Next is the color green. Now, green is usually the color of harmony and trust, health and fertility, and so on. Also, some people say that color is the color of envy, right? Like green with envy. But usually the color that's associated with green with envy is like that green, yellowish, like that Mountain Dew color, which is horrible. That's usually the color that is associated with green as a characteristic of envy. But for the most part, all brands that have to do with perfumes and hair and anything that's connected to nature green is usually the focus color. Now we go to yellow. And yellow is a very happy color. It's sunshine. I remember I used to have a coworker. Her name was Martha. She was tall, beautiful, 6'2". And whenever she'd walk in, not only because of her height, but also because she was always smiling. And we always said that when Martha walked in, she was like a ray of sunshine. And it was true. She always wore yellow with black or yellow with gray or yellow with blue, but yellow was at the center. I don't know if she did it intentionally as a branding per se, but yellow just fit her so well. It fit her personality. Let's look at blue. Now, blue is a color that is mostly associated with business. If you see, every single website has the color blue in all different shades. Me personally, I'm not crazy about the color blue because I don't know. For me, it's kind of blue. It reminds me of that Elvis Presley song, Blue Christmas, right? So, but in the business world, blue is associated with trust. And if we look at both Simon Sinek's website and Amy Cuddy's website, so here's Simon Sinek, right? He uses the light blue, but he contrasts it with orange on the color wheel to bring it up. And when we look at Amy Cuddy's website, let's look at hers. Amy Cuddy's website, she uses different shades of blue. And she doesn't necessarily use a contrasting color like Simon Sinek, but blue is the color of trust, and a lot of organizations and professional speakers tend to use the color blue. All right. Next is purple. And this is weird because they show peonies, meanwhile they show talking about the color purple. But anyway, so purple is associated with royalty and luxury, and of course, Prince was famous for loving the color purple, right? It is a color that is mysterious, and yet there's a little bit of high-end ambition behind it. But of course, for Christians, the purple is used during the Lenten season, symbolizing the journey of Jesus Christ to the cross and then resurrection. So, for culturally, each color has their own different significance. For example, we tend to use white for weddings, but for the Chinese people, white is connected to death. So, it's all cultural as well. Let's look at pink. So pink is soft and feminine and fluffy. If you want to be considered a serious person, pink is not the way to go. People associate pink with I guess kind of ditzy, but then again, Barbie proved that wrong too. Barbie is always a powerful figure, and of course that doll is in pink. So, but in the business world, pink, you very rarely see professional women wearing pink. Then now let's look at white. So white is associated with purity and cleanliness, and that's how you usually see it in weddings. It evokes a sense of calm and a sense of transparency. But again, in Asian cultures, is associated with that mourning. So you have to look at the audience by which you wear it, right? That has a lot to do with it. But white is an excellent contrasting color to use, like white and red or white and pink, or white white and green are both balancing colors. Next is black. So even though black has a bad reputation, I feel that black is also a color of elegance, power, and sophistication, as it says in this paragraph, and it's so true. This is why every woman has a little black dress in her closet, because black hides the negative and accentuates the positive. All you have to do is put makeup and a little lipstick and you're good to go. Black, I feel, is a powerful color. But yeah, too much of it after a while, it's dulling. Not only that, but it does something to you spiritually. I feel as a person who loves color. I love red and I love green, as you see, and and I love black to wear at night. It's beautiful. So think about when you're branding, uh, about the color black, right? For men love black, like Simon Sinek loves black, but he contrasts it. He uses different varieties of black, such as gray, gray white, gray blue, and so on. Now there's supposed to be 10 colors in this article, but it looks like they ended at 8, and that's it. So I wanted to give you an idea of how color plays a major role. And if you see in my branding, right? In my branding, I have white, red, and black, right? I like red and I like black, and I use both of them simultaneously. And I know today I'm wearing green and I'm off brand. I can say that because I know the first thing that you're gonna think about is like, wait a minute, but she's wearing green. It's late, okay? But I just wanted to give you an idea. And if you see my website, which I will share right now, hold on a second. Uh, let me share. All right, so we will go to my website and you will see. So my website is black, red, and white. All right, and even I'm wearing branding, but I offset it with a little shades of blue. So remember, when you are thinking about your branding as a professional speaker or whatever you represent, think about how color affects you and how it affects your audience when they encounter your presence. I am Margarita Estrada, teaching you how to connect emotionally while generating new words. And remember, build your arsenal, break the barriers, step up and dare to be the challenger, the initiator, and the change agent that you were meant to be. Until next time.